Now let's do it. You got all the Star Wars movies and all the shows, worst to best. Obviously, these I did not watch. Either these were not worth watching in my eyes, or I just didn't bother. So let's start with Star Wars. This is obviously S tier. We don't need to talk about this. Started everything off just perfectly. Tantive Forest scene, iconic. Tatooine, iconic till they fucking overdid it. Luke Skywalker, all the lore, the Death Star, Han Solo, Princess Leia, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Alderaan being blown up, Grand Moff Tarkin. I'm just recalling everything from the movie as I'm going along with this. I can probably recite this shit from start to finish. Obviously, the way he blew up the Death Star was a bit of a reach, but this movie is incredible. Even to this day. There's some slow parts, but it's all remedied in Empire Strikes Back. Another masterpiece of a movie. Obviously, the twist is amazing. Bespin, Lando Calrissian, obviously. Just all the planets they introduced, the lore, the Wampas. The Wampas. I just heard Battlefront 2 with the Wampas. Just everything's just amped up in this movie. The script, the acting, the settings, everything in this movie is on par, better than the first one, which is saying a lot because the first one is still one of the best movies in the series. But Empire is just a tad bit better in my eyes. Now, Return of the Jedi is interesting just because story-wise it has similar quality as the first two, but noticeably the third act is much more intrinsic to the actual value of the movie. Because the first act, the plan doesn't make any sense. Many said before, I'll say it as well. The plan does not make any sense how they all just walk into Jabba's palace and they all get fucking captured and shit. Just for Luke to do the same thing again, and then, well, he hides the damn lightsaber in R2-D2, like, not a good plan for Last Jedi. We'll get to that later. But nah, first act, kind of whatever. Second act was cool, how they set up to go to Endor, and then the third act on Endor, obviously amazing. The Death Star battle, Luke and Vader was amazing. But I would go A tier for this one, just because I don't think it's as cohesive as a movie as the first two, but still great. A tier. Now, Phantom Menace. I hated this movie as a kid, but I definitely learned to appreciate it throughout the years. Honestly, the politics stuff, so-so, but the fights are amazing. The fight at the end, I would say, is amazing. The pod racing is awesome. I really like Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Anakin was a tad bit annoying, but hey, I think this movie is actually pretty underrated, all things considered, considering its reputation and all that. Let's go B tier. Water break. Now, Attack of Clones has similar merit to me. It's just the romance is obviously shit. It's obviously shit. I do not blame Hayden or Natalie Portman for that at all. Just the dialogue is just not good. It's just not good in this movie. But there's still some bright lights. Obi-Wan, obviously, Ewan McGregor is amazing in this, as he is in all three of them, even in his own show. Jango Fett, Count Dooku, obviously, really underrated Sith Lord. Not as good as Darth Maul, but hey, Christopher Lee was amazing in this role. I wish he got more time to really play the role. And obviously the Geonosis arena, awesome. I feel like that's just enough to save this movie from C tier. I'll bump it up to B. Now, you already know what it is. It's a masterpiece. Honestly, I don't think it's as consistently good as Empire or New Hope, but hey, it has the best fights in the entire series, bar none. The space fight's amazing. I see the build up to them going to Count Dooku, killing Count Dooku, General Grievous, and then Utapau, and then Anakin's slow descent into becoming Darth Vader. Just the way everything's handled is just so incredible here, from start to finish. Obviously, it's a bit dramatic and the dialogue is a bit hammy, but at times. But hey, George made a lot of risk here, and for his final movie that he directed himself in the franchise, he went on a great note, I'd say, with Revenge of the Sith. It's S tier. Honestly, nostalgia heavily applies with this one, but hey, can't be mad. It's amazing. Now, gotta cover the sequels. In all fairness, I don't think the Force Awakens was too bad of a movie on its own. It's just the last two did not set up. It set up the last two movies pretty well, but they did not work out very well. And plus, this one's just a carbon copy of New Hope. Honestly, the formula ain't broke, you don't fix it, but it still feels really bland and uninteresting to rewatch over time. I think they handle Han Solo's death pretty well in this, but besides that, it plays it so safe that you can't really just attach yourself to it. So I'm honestly gonna go C tier with it. Rant in a few seconds. Now, Last Jedi. It's been a few years since I watched this, but damn, this movie's pretty bad. I'll be honest with you. Just sitting with this over the past 7 years, this movie's pretty bad. How they handle Luke, and basically everything they try to do with the pieces that are set up in Force Awakens, completely shitted on it. Completely shitted on it. I already mentioned Luke, but it doesn't really make sense of what he did in this movie and the flashbacks. I thought his death was pretty cool though, all things considered, but just the characters are just not good in this movie at all. Oldo's one of the worst characters in the entire franchise. Fastlane came back for no goddamn reason, just to sell some toys. They did nothing with Benicio del Toro. Finn just kind of wasting this movie. Poe does nothing. They don't. All the big three in this movie don't even meet until the end of this movie. When you get one movie for them, and it's like they're barely even in it on screen together. It's like, this is a waste of a movie. I don't know if I'm putting F tier. Actually, yes, I am putting F tier. I mean, I don't hate it as much as other people do, but it's definitely a bad movie. It's definitely a bad movie, but Rise of Skywalker is way worse in like every category. Palpatine coming back makes no goddamn sense. It doesn't make sense in the movie. They never explained it. Cloning, no one liked that in Dark Empire. You could ignore, at least the EU stuff, you could ignore the bad stuff and just praise the good stuff like Knights of the Old Republic and shit. Like here, it's just plastered in front of your fucking face. Like, are you telling me this man had the clones of Snoke this whole time? They just didn't talk about it? Like, this was not planned out well. It was fucking... This movie fucking sucks from start to finish. It's 3 fucking hours. 3 fucking hours of this shit. Hold on. I ain't getting dehydrated talking about this shit show. They did Lando dirty in this motherfucker. He was only in it for like 3 fucking scenes. He was at the beginning on the sand planet. I don't even remember what the fuck the planets are called. He was there, what, at the very end when they did the fucking Marvel ass joke right before the fucking final act. It's terrible. Then he did it again to get with that 20-year-old chick. Keep in mind, Lando's like, what, 80 years old at this point? Like, I wouldn't recommend it, dog. Oh, man. The only thing go out of this movie is the memes. Not even the movie itself. I feel bad for the actors. They try their best. Adam Driver, Daisy Ridley, all of them. They try with the script they had, but it was really bad. It was super bad. Like, I could rant about this movie all day, man. Is there anything else I can think of? I can't remember seeing one of the planets. They're on the ice planet at the beginning. They never explained that. Just, honestly, the whole movie just falls apart. And then again, they had him on like the Exodus planet, and they had all the factions of the Sith. Like, it felt like they were trying to do some KOTOR shit, but they failed miserably. Like having Revan like in the fucking, like the dictionary thing for this movie. Like, that's all. That Loki's the only good thing this movie did. Until we get that KOTOR remake, that is, if it ever comes out. Like, and even the lightsaber duels suck in this movie. They weren't that good in episode 8, but at least the throne scene was decent. It was alright. The choreography was a bit but it was alright. But the fights in this movie are absolutely shit. You have them like hit the lightsaber with each other, then they freeze, and they hit the lightsaber. Like, what kind of pussy ass shit is that? If you're gonna freeze them, just go all the way, just cut them in half. But no, that's pussy though. It's like, it feels the same as like in Legends when they have them fucking just turn off the lightsaber. Like, both sides, like, that's some pussy ass shit. They have pussy ass fights in this fucking movie. That's all this movie is, just some cowardly bullshit. Oh man, let's see, how much do I have left to say? No, I have nothing much to say about the movie. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. JJ, you fucked it up. You done fucked it up to the point we're not getting another Star Wars movie until 2026. That's so fucking bad. You fucked it up. You done fucked it up, man. Oh, I almost forgot. The Chewbacca shit was stupid as hell. How they tried to like fake kill Chewbacca, had him on a ship, but like he wasn't on the ship, and they gave fucking Rey fucking force lane for no goddamn reason and blew up the ship. But then like one scene later, he's alive. That's just how fucking ADHD this goddamn movie is. Like, I feel like there was like 20 different writers for this goddamn movie, because like one thing happens in this scene, and then in the next scene, it's completely just flip-flopped. Like, who fucking wrote this shit? Who fucking wrote this shit? And Finn does nothing in the movie besides yell Rey the whole time. And then on the Death Star, even though Death Star blew up, there's still pieces of it left. Like, what? Huh? Nigga, the one on Yavin fucking blew up completely, and the one on fucking Endor blew up completely. How the fuck did this happen? Shit's fucking ridiculous, man. This movie makes no sense. Nothing about it is good. In the movie itself, there's nothing good about this fucking movie. It's really bad from start to finish. All you can say is, oh, it looks cool. Nigga, it's worth $300 million. The budget's like $300 million. It's supposed to. It's supposed to. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Rogue One? Fuck, this movie's really good though. This is the only like really good Disney Star Wars movie. Finally a good Star Wars fucking movie, bro. The characters aren't the best. Endor's amazing. I like the fucking blind Jedi and shit. I just fucking forgot his damn name. Obviously characters aren't too memorable here. Jyn Erso, obviously Andor, they're fire. But you know, characters aren't the best here. But the way they like steal Death Star plans and shit was way improved upon how they did in Legends, even though no one asked for this movie. It was still amazing. It was amazing. Like Saw Gerrera in this. Everyone, sure, Imwe, the blind Jedi. I fucking love that guy. He was awesome in this movie. But hey, the Darth Vader at the scene at the end is enough for me to give this A tier. Just that alone. Over Return of the Jedi? I don't put Return of the Jedi. I'll put it right below. Now Solo's okay, but like it's nothing too special, really. The cast is pretty good in this. The Darth Maul scene at the end was pretty cool. But besides that, it was kind of whatever. I probably put it in C tier. Actually, it's better than Force Awakens. It's, I don't know, on a filmmaking standpoint, it's probably better than Episode 1 and 2, but enjoyability wise, C tier. Now, Mandalorian Season 1. Ooh, they separate everything from seasons here. That's going to be a bit difficult. But Season 1, I'm going to go A tier. Just the way that was like its own thing and had nothing to do with everything else. I mean, besides like Return of the Jedi and shit. But hey. It was really cool. Mando and Grogu and all that. I guess he wasn't called Grogu yet. But hey, Baby Yoda, whatever. You know, their journey and shit. Just how like realistic it was in like its Western type setting. A tier. No, Season 2 is a masterpiece. That shit belongs in S tier. That shit was amazing how they brought back Boba Fett and shit, even though they kind of fucked up with his own show. But hey, the stakes are just higher. It's just really fucking good television we got over here. Definitely the peak of the series and the peak of Disney Plus. Now, I must discuss the fall off. Though I will tell you though, I don't think Book of Boba Fett is that bad. Honestly, I think it's pretty solid. I get, you know, some of the character changes, like but you know, after Boba Fett almost died in the fucking Sarlacc pit, I think the character changes make sense in that context. I do think they kind of wasted Cad Bane a bit, but his death is still pretty solid. I give it like a low B tier overall, because I don't think he was as badass in this as he was in Season 2. And it's just kind of set for Season 3 of Mando, and Season 3 of Mando, it's solid, I guess, but it's definitely less memorable and less impactful than the first two seasons. The emotion's just not there. It's really just Mando and Bo-Katan on Mandalore the entire season. I'd say C tier. It's whatever. It's cool, but it's a bit disappointing. I think there's still some pieces here to dissect. There's still some interesting parts here and there, but it's not as interesting as the first 2 seasons, I'd say. Now, Obi-Wan, as a defender of Disney Star Wars, this show was kind of mid. It was pretty fucking mid. Besides the fights, besides the dive between Hayden and Ewan, this show was pretty damn mid. We did not need the Inquisitor chick to have her own sad arc of her surviving getting stabbed by Darth Vader, which, huh? Like, how many Order 66 survivors do we need? How many are plausible? Because 99% of Jedi were eliminated in Order 66, and out of 10,000 there should be, what, like 100, 200 left? You're telling me she survived even though she got stabbed as a child? Like, oh, she used the dark side to come back. We're not doing the Darth Maul shit again. We are not doing the Darth Maul shit again. At least Darth Maul was strong enough to kill the first Jedi in 1,000 years. Keep in mind, I say that, but coming up, that's gonna be twisted a little bit. But yeah, besides the fights save this movie from F tier. If the movie, this TV show, it was supposed to be a movie, but they fucking scrapped that idea after Solo flopped. It should have been a movie. If they cut this down to like 2.5 hours, it would have been like B tier. But since they had it run on for like 4 or 5 hours in the show, D tier. Now Andor did that bitch up in S tier, man. Just, it really frames that the real. Actually, I put it above season 2. I put it above season 2 of Mandalorian, just because like the grittier take it has. Like, it just like. Really, Andor just kills a guy at the beginning with like no mercy. It's so good. It just makes the politics really work. It just frames everything so masterfully. And just the characters' eyes are flawed, but they're written that way. It just creates such a juxtaposition of Star Wars that wasn't really there before in canon, at least. Obviously, you had some of the EU stuff, but this really feels like the Star Wars we need right now. I'm season 2 better deliver, because season 1 was amazing. I mean, I might move OG Star Wars up here. Now, Ahsoka is interesting. I know I've been saying that a lot, but hey, Ozzy has issues, I'd say. I don't think it needed to be what, like, the amount of episodes it was. They could have cut some shit down, but overall, I really enjoyed this. Honestly, I loved like all the Rebels callbacks and the characters coming back. Ezra and the Grand Admiral Thrawn in live action, just really great to see Lars Mikkelsen do that role. It's a good show. It's a good show, I'd say. Honestly, not up there with the best of Star Wars, but I would say like B+. B+. I think it's good. I think for Dave Filoni doing his own thing, I think this is good. Not a masterpiece, but hey, it's not the Acolyte. The Acolyte's fucking F tier, bro. Bad. I should have expected that. It's only 2003. Fucking loved this shit as a kid. This is awesome. I'm gonna go A tier. Not much to say here. Just really good Star Wars content. A tier. Now, Clone Wars is split up here. So, here's what I do. You just do them one season time. Season 1, I think, was just okay. Well, maybe not to a certain extent, but they had like some iffy moments. The animation just wasn't there. The voice direction wasn't there. But hey, I think there's some really solid episodes here. I say B-. Now, season 2 was a big step up in my eyes. Just with the Mandalore stuff along with Obi-Wan, Satine and them, Pre Vizsla. Shit. I'd go like A tier. Now, season 3 is our first. Shit. I don't know if all season 3's S. Actually, fuck it. Season 3's S tier. Fuck yeah, bro. It has the fucking Citadel arc, bro. Has the fucking Citadel arc. But that's kind of like the strong point. Ooh, I think I go. Nah. Shit, I go top of A tier, actually. Top of A tier for Clone Wars. But hey. Still really good. Now, season 4 and season 5 are both S tier. Just because they brought back Darth Maul, just made him so, like, as good of a character as he became. Sam Witwer honestly was amazing in this role. Season 4 going to S tier. Just so many good episodes here. How it builds on Mandalore, and how season 5 is low-key the peak of the show consistency-wise. Just how it just puts Ahsoka in this juxtaposition, just carries her arc along from season 1, just becoming like the Jedi that she was supposed to be. Like, whew. This show is really good. Season 6. Ooh, this had Some really good. Do the 5. Oh, the 5 arc. Oh yeah, you're right. 5 arc. I had to put an S tier just for the 5 arc, bro. I cried when 5's died, bro. My man should have not been taken out like that. It was heartbreaking. Y'all have seen not Darth Plagueis, Darth Bane. Darth Bane from the Darth Bane trilogy. That shit was classic. And Mark Hamill voicing him is so cool too, man. Knowing his journey and shit. Man. That being said, I think the ending would have been really mid if this was the last season of the show, like how it was supposed to for a while. Voice crack. But season 7 happened. This shit's S tier. Though I will say, the middle arc with the Latina twins was kind of mid, kind of boring. But then the Mandalorian arc at the end was the best arc of the entire series. So it's like I could put it above season 5, but that arc kind of holds it back a little bit. Fuck it. Siege of Mandalore is a masterpiece. Ahsoka, Darth Maul were standouts. Yeah, the way Darth Maul predicts everything that happens, and then Order 66, like Filoni was finally able to execute on what he wanted to do with Clone Wars. They did it perfectly. S tier. What's left? Oh shit. Oh yeah, Rebels. First season of Rebels was pretty damn mid. I'm not gonna lie. It just wasn't very exciting. It just wasn't fully there yet. It had some promise, some cool episodes. Mainly at the end, like the last 3 episodes were really cool. Everything else was pretty damn mid though. I go C tier. Now, season 2 was really good with Vader and all of that. But I didn't really pick up steam until Twilight the Apprentice, like the last 2 episodes. So I'd go like low A tier for this one. Just was like those last 2 episodes and like the beginning and the end were amazing, but the middle portion was kind of weak. But those like 4 episodes, like the 2 at the beginning, 2 at the end, especially the ending with Darth Maul coming back and shit, Vader fighting Ahsoka, Malachor coming back from KOTOR 2, the lore, yeah, A tier for sure. Rebel Season 3 is S tier. That's not even a question. Not even close, really. It's just for Grand Admiral Thrawn alone, man. There's just I still get goosebumps watching that trailer from 2016, man, with like the camera just panning in on him. Just, that was the point where Filoni just taking these pieces from the EU and just inserting them into the stuff. It just really worked with Thrawn being the main villain here, and even more so in season 4. But we'll get to that. Obviously, Darth Maul's ending here in Twin Suns. Originally, when I watched it, I was like, man, they should have kept him there longer. But hey, that was a perfect ending for his character with him, Obi-Wan, and Tatooine. Amazing. Whole season was peak. Season 4 as well. The way it wrapped everything up with Kane's sacrifice, and then Ezra fighting Thrawn at the end. S tier. Both of these are peak. Honestly, I don't think they're as good as the peak of Clone Wars, but hey. No, Bad Batch. Ooh, Bad Batch. Honestly, season 3 just wrapped up, but I think it just got better as it kept going. I think season 1 was like a B tier. Liked all the characters in here, but they still had a lot of room to grow, I'd say. Actually, it's probably better than Rebel Season 2, though. Actually, I'll swap it out with Rebel Season 2. I'll put that in B. Actually, no. I'll put both of them in A tier, then fuck it. Bad Batch Season 2 was even better. I'd say A tier for that one. A bit above that one. But Season 3 just wrapped everything up so perfectly. The characters are just so fully realized here. I'd go S tier for this one as well. Really was an underrated show, not gonna lie. It didn't get the love it really deserved, man. Now, all that's left is Tales of the Jedi, Tales of the Empire. Ooh. I'd say Tales of the Empire, not Tales of the Empire. Tales of the Jedi, I'd put that in A tier. Somewhere in A tier. Like here's good. Just stuff with Count Dooku was really cool. Like leading up to Attack of the Clones, and then Qui-Gon's death, and then him really becoming a Sith Lord was really cool, and Ahsoka's stuff was really awesome too. I think Tales of the Empire was slightly weaker, but I think it still had some cool moments overall. Some good episodes here, but I wouldn't say it's too memorable either. I'd probably go B tier. And Forza Destiny, F tier. I fucking hate this shit. I don't remember anything from it, but I remember hating it. So, fuck it. I'll put it here, F tier. That's it. I see a lot of good, some bad, but hey, you're gonna get that from a 50-year-old franchise. Peace.